we step into the world of big dreams, big moves, and big money. It's the Big Cheese Miami Recruiting and NIL Report with Manny Navarro. After 40 years, the Big Cheese remains dedicated to serving the finest Italian dinners, pizza, pasta, subs, and salads. All of their pasta is imported from Italy and cooked fresh every day. Visit BigCheeseMiami.com. Now, let's find out who's the Big Cheese the Miami Hurricanes are working on with insider Manny Navarro.
All right. Manny, there isn't a White Castle here in South Florida, right? You don't know of any, do you?
The only one I know of or remember seeing last was in Orlando.
There is one in Orlando?
Yes, I think and it's relatively new. Like, it's not an old one or anything like that. I think it's relatively newly built in the Orlando area. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Somebody said the Crystal and Broward Boulevard. I told them no, that Crystal's gone. You're confusing Crystal on Broward Boulevard. Yeah, but it's gone. It's not there anymore. Fat people know food. Don't. Let me tell you something, guys. Don't mess with fat people. We know food. There are landmarks when we drive. Hey, look, you know the KFC on 179? You turn there on the right. You go down 4 blocks, and there's a Ray's supermarket. Make a left there, and you go 1 block down. It's right next to the taco stand.
Mm-hmm.
That's fat people directions. I just want you guys to know that. That's how us fat people, that's how we give directions. So I knew that Crystal was gone because this guy used to visit that Crystal every once in a while. So that Crystal is gone, unfortunately. So if there is a White Castle in Orlando, well, then I got to visit it the next time I go, bro. Jesus, that's important stuff.
Yeah, I think I hit it with the.
I had White Castle in Indy, by the way, on the way
really?
back.
Okay.
Yeah, on this trip. Because I had a bad experience in the Panhandle driving back from the Senior Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I ate a hot dog and a Dairy Queen in the Panhandle. Yeah,
not a smart decision. That was desperation.
4 days of The Exorcist at home. 4 days of it. Okay, yeah, it was bad. So I threw out on the show last week when I was leaving. I go, hey, there's a White Castle right next to us. Do I try it before I go home? And I had to, bro. I only had 2 little burgers, so it didn't do any damage to me. Right. I can trust White Castle to serve me a good burger. I can't trust Dairy Queen to give me a proper hot dog. That's for damn sure.
You only go there for the ice cream, though.
Yeah, the Blizzard, and that's it. I don't want to know anything else. If you eat a hot dog, then you'll become the human Blizzard.
You do, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, unfortunately. All right, let's talk Cam Ward and Monet here on the BigCheeseMiami.com NIL and recruiting report.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed this week, but there's a new Adidas commercial with Miami star quarterback in it. And Adidas people reached out to me earlier in the week to give me the heads up that this would be announced. And please don't announce it before it gets put out there. It's going to run this and this time. And all I know is he received a pretty penny for that Adidas deal. And he also signed one with Bose, which got the entire team new Bose headphones, which, those Bose headphones are not cheap, brother. So,
bro, I know. I want a pair. Yeah.
So big, to me, look, this is super huge deal for Miami because let's be honest, as much pride as Miami fans have in the program and the history and the 5 national championships and the 62 first round picks and the 153 Pro Bowl selections. If you look at the NFL right now, who is the best Hurricane playing NFL football right now? Oh, who is it to you? Who is the guy? Who is the guy carrying the flag in the NFL for the University of Miami?
Huh? Oh, Brousseau, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, I mean, Calais still is carrying it. But young Kane star. Who am I missing? I mean, Gregory Rousseau is a good call, but is there somebody better than Gregory Rousseau? There's got to be, bro. Who am I forgetting?
Injured Jalen Phillips?
I think Rousseau's been better.
Yeah, but my point is,
No, Rousseau's been, we have to call it like we see it. I love
yeah,
Jalen, but Rousseau's been available the entire time, dude. He does. Oh, Braxton Berrios.
yes, Mr. Ocean Drive magazine himself.
Uh,
Uh,
on the hype side, yeah, Braxton Berrios is on the sexy side. I guess
yes,
on the GQ side, yeah, Braxton Berrios is number one, but there aren't a lot of Canes, bro. You know, the linebacker that they got, he's not with the Chargers anymore. Now he's
Denzel
somewhere. He,
Perryman.
yeah, he started off really well and then kind of tapered off. I mean, Jalen would be the guy. Once he breaks through, he'll be that guy. But I would have to lean to Sean here and give Gregory Rousseau the love for being, you know, available and productive. By the way,
Yes. But the point is, the list is really short. Is it
oh,
not?
it's nothing.
It's nothing compared to what it was back in the glory days. And so for a Miami athlete to be in an Adidas ad, to be a pitchman for Bose, to be in the Heisman race, we talk about NIL, we talk about who's the big cheese. Cam Ward, potentially, if he's a first round pick or a guy that an NFL team makes a starting quarterback in the next 2 years, uh, he is going to be the big cheese, the guy carrying the flag. So it is huge for Miami to finally have a marquee star. And I honestly think they really haven't had one. Greg Rousseau plays defense. He's not a guy who scores touchdowns. He sacks the quarterback. And let's be honest, if you were to rank Greg Rousseau among the top, would he even make the top 10 edge rushers in the NFL right now?
Oh no,
Sure.
no. You were talking UM. That was a different
Yeah,
list. That's a
right.
different list. Yes.
So they need somebody to carry the banner. You have all these recruits that are excited about the program, but damn it, brother, you need somebody to shine. You need a star. And so to me, the reason I told you this was a big deal is because now everybody in the country is going to see those Adidas ads. Everybody in the country is going to see Cam Ward, selling Bose headphones. They need a pitch man, and they finally got one in terms of a national scale.
4 sacks first year, 8 sacks the second year, 5 sacks last year. He has 3.5 sacks so far through the 6 games. So Rousseau has 20.5 sacks already in his first 4 years. Yeah, we're gonna have to give Rousseau the respect that he deserves, that he has earned. And he's played pretty much in every game in his career. So I gotta give him some love, bro.
No, there's no question. To me, though, I just want to see more Hurricanes because there was a
Sure.
laundry list. I mean, how many
Oh,
years
it used to be its own team. Once you pulled all the names, you had your own football team.
It's
That's how it
ridiculous.
used to be.
Yes, think about the Pro Bowl. How many years did you have 9 or 10 guys from the
Easily.
U taking photo? I mean, that was for over a decade,
Yeah.
right? Like every year it was, all right, let's get the 12 Hurricanes that are here and put them in a photo. You
Yeah.
can't do that anymore.
No.
Gregory Rousseau is at the beginning of his career, but Calais Campbell's at the end. So it's like, who is the marquee star? So for me, we talk about NIL, getting guys excited about your program. Mario Cristobal needed somebody to emerge, and he landed the perfect guy because this is a guy in the Heisman race, a guy that is marketable with the whole, the zombie thing that he does, the zombie celebration that he's made popular.
Yeah.
It's super important for the program to have a guy like that.
What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, I think, Manny, you guys nailed it on the head when you said Jalen Phillips and Gregory Rousseau, which have been in the league for, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
And then the next person you think of is Calais Campbell, who's been in the league for what? Feels
19.
like 19, 20 years.
Yeah, 19.
Look at all that time in between. Nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It really is. By the way, Adidas #1 jersey is?
Is it Cam Ward? I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. Who
Messi.
is it? Messi. Okay, well, I mean, how are you? I thought you were talking college football. That's why I was like, it might be Cam Ward if it's college football.
Now, I have some notes today about, because Inter's playing tonight. And so I wanted to talk about some stuff. And one of the notes that I have is that Messi is the #1 jersey for Adidas worldwide.
Yeah, my daughters have Messi jerseys, brother. There's every kid I see at the soccer park when I go to coach soccer is wearing a Messi jersey. It's incredible.
It's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere. So yeah, it's the #1. So Adidas is like, okay, in South Florida, we got 2 of our guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they got Cam Ward and they got Messi. So that's it's pretty cool on the college and on the pro side. to have all of that. All right. And then you said he has the what was the other the Bose one, right?
Yes, the Bose ad, which the kids nowadays they all want to have the nice Bose headphones, and now you actually got one that you can buy that says University of Miami on it. It's all with the team on it, and
Right.
so to me, their marketing, these are big NIL deals, right? Like you want to be in the Dr. Pepper ads because those play during the games. You see those with like Quinn Ewers. You want to be in the Adidas ads because you've seen athletes do a ton of Adidas stuff, the Under Armour, whatever apparel company, and then the headphones is a big one as well. Either the Beats by Dre or Bose who make the headphones.
Yeah. My daughter just got a pair of those. They're like square and pink and cushiony and all that.
Mm-hmm.
She got a pair of those. I don't know if those are either the Bose or those are Apple. I'm not exactly sure which one it was, but I know that she got a pair of those, and they're nasty. They look freaking awesome, and it looks comfortable also. All right, we got FSU weekend.
Yes.
Talk to me. Who's coming to town to watch the games?
Man, who isn't coming to town is probably the better question. They've got everybody in the country coming down here, including I think 21 of their 22 commitments in the 2025 recruiting class, plus a bunch of guys that they want to add to it. DJ Pickett, a name that I've been telling you about repeatedly. We talk about Miami's coverage issues. This guy is an absolute stud. He's committed to LSU, 5-star, number 1 cornerback in the country, 6'4". Can play cornerback. He's not just a safety prospect, but probably the best defensive back in the country in terms of high school players. Ben Hanks, local kid who's committed to the University of Florida, another top 100 type talent. TJ Alford, linebacker, committed to Ohio State. Myron Charles, defensive lineman, going to Texas. Jaquez Carter from Ohio, it's going to Ohio State, 4-star defensive lineman. Shamar Arnaud, USC cornerback commitment, and then a couple of other guys that are uncommitted, including Kellen Wiley, a linebacker out of the Tampa area. So, again, the early signing period is December 4th, 2 weeks earlier than normal. So, again, if Miami can just build this super momentum, finish the regular season undefeated, go to the ACC championship game and win. I mean, there's the potential here for them to flip a lot of guys, load up on a super ridiculous recruiting class, and just stack classes upon class. Right now, they have the number 12 recruiting class in the country, but there's no doubt they could use a little bit more star power in a couple of these flips to make it even better.
A couple of rounds of Cuban coffee, and Mario will be back on the trail, scooping those kids up and building it up to a top 5 class. When it's all said and done. More importantly, who can the Canes steal from FSU?
Well, it's funny, but FSU doesn't have a whole lot of elite players. They've been losing them already.
I want the Florida quarterback.
Yes, the Florida quarterback DJ Lagway, who you're referring to, but FSU's, there's some defensive backs. There's some guys that to me, when I was looking at their roster, it's like, what is it that's actually even worthwhile on FSU's roster? It's the
Does Marvin Jones Jr. have another year left? Does he want to come on over and say, "Hey, Dad, I just can't take this anymore. I'm going to go to Miami."
Yes,
we get him for another year. Stuff like that. Well, who can we steal? You know what I mean? Because I know Mario's going to steal that quarterback from Florida.
Well, I think if you look at Florida State's roster and them being 1-6 right now, I don't know that I want to steal a whole lot of what Florida State's got going on. If we're being serious,
there's got to be a guy or two there that's just it's just a bad team, but there's got to be a couple guys that are stud players.
Yeah, DBs for me are the guys. Alzugaray, Thomas, Shaheem Brown, the safety. Those might be the only guys. But again, we'll see what happens in the offseason, where Miami ultimately spends its free agent money in the transfer portal and who they target, because I think there's a lot of guys, especially with the success that Cam Ward has had, that are going to want to be a part of this program.
That's why DJ has got to be looking at that going, yeah, dude, I got to go down there right now. That's where I know we're not going to hear about this stuff until the season's over. So it's just, we're having fun with it right now. But if if I'm the Canes, yeah, that's the. Although maybe the Williams kid is ready to go next year.
Emory Williams could be ready to go, I think. But again, Mario Cristobal is not playing that game. He's going to continue to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade and bring in competition. And remember, there's another transfer portal window that's still alive after spring football. So you have 10 days then that if things don't work out, let's say Emory Williams goes into camp and he's not good. I'm pretty sure Miami will get into the business of trying to poach somebody off another roster. It's just the way business is done nowadays.
Yeah. No, I would imagine that that's going to be the case. And that is one kid he's got the skills, baby. All right. What are you working on leading up to the game tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, you can check out a couple different things that I've done. I have a podcast interview with Darion Coleman, who's the 2026 quarterback recruit, a guy that reminds a lot of people of a mini Cam Ward. Coming out of high school, out of the Orlando area. He's a quarterback with Orlando Jones, just makes it look easy, very comfortable. Also previewed the game with Carlos Lello of the MIA All Day Pod with me. We do that every week. So we got that to read in terms of Hurricanes content, but you want to check out ACC Power Rankings. You want to check out my oddly specific predictions, which, by the way, I looked like a fool last night. I thought Syracuse would pull the upset at Pitt because my boy Kyle McCord had been throwing for 360 yards a game. I thought, well, Pitt's kind of gotten away with some this season, and what happens? He throws 3 pick sixes last night and 5 interceptions. It looks terrible. So I look like a complete buffoon telling people to go with Syracuse. But you can skip over that part in the article. Oh,
well, you know what you should tell them? Go with Bitcoin because again. I don't know if you can see it. Can he see it there? Can it? No, he can't.
I can't see it too. I see the reflection of whatever's on the other side of you there.
No?
The camera. Yeah.
Can't see it? No. It's pumping again.
All right, good. It's because I'm on, brother. You know how it works.
It's halfway through 68,500. So it's trying to make the 69. We got to get through that 70 zone again, and once it busts through that, we're gonna start climbing big. So once again, Bitcoin pumping while you're on. So I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Follow him on Twitter at Manny_Navarro. He'll join me Saturday night after the Canes rout FSU. Manny, as always, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you.
All right, brother. Good talking to you. Talk to you tomorrow.
Got it. There you go. The great Manny Navarro. We love him. Always getting it done. The big cheese. Oh, baby. We were there last week. Did you go? Those of you that went, you won, let's see, shirts, Big O Show shirts. We gave away Caneswear gift certificates. We gave away Big Cheese gift certificates. And thanks to all the folks that went by. We had several listeners go by and say hi. We appreciate it. So go on out there, try the pink shrimp pasta, the stuffed shells, the lasagna, the manicotti. There's so many. And then the great pizzas out there. Let me read some of them. The Meat Lovers Pizza, the Vegetarian, the Big Cheese Supreme, the Deluxe, the Great White, the Big Chicken Pie, the Seafood Pizza. Ooh, so good. So many great pizzas and so much great pasta. It's all at BigCheeseMiami.com.
You've been listening to the Big Cheese Miami Recruiting and NIL Report with Manny Navarro. At the Big Cheese Miami, they continue to purchase the same high-quality ingredients that the most expensive Italian restaurants use. The difference is they serve large portions at a family price. Visit the Big Cheese at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue in Miami. Call 305-662-6855 or go to thebigcheesemiami.com. Go Canes!